Oh my God. I've been on social media for just 1 hour and I already have like a billion tabs open. It's a social media black hole. What you see is just only Twitter. There's also Reddit and Facebook and YouTube, man. Everybody's recommending you to give you a podcast. You need to see this podcast. And you look, oh my God, it's 5 hours. So what do? It's a black hole. I need to leave home in 10 minutes. And there are so many things to do, so many things to read, so many important things to comment about and fight about. Oh, that's unmanageable. Luckily, there is help. SuperMemo. So you have those dozens of tabs open. You're in a hurry. You need to move on. Children are crying. Work is not done. Kitchen covered with dirty dishes. Mail that answered. You need to close that mess. You have some tabs and crumbs of an edge. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube. Too much. The main problem is the lack of stop and save button. You like to preserve what you are viewing, reading, commenting. Close it all and put it for later, so you can resume from exactly the same point. You might leave all those tabs open. That's possible. And tomorrow you have double that and double that and double that until your browser crashes. Or maybe you can use other tools. I use SuperMemo. That's the best tool for me. The quintessence of incremental reading and incremental video in SuperMemo is that you explore as much as you want. Your passion is unlimited. You can go to any rabbit hole as long as it's important, as long as it's interesting. You go wherever you want to go without concern about stress, time, space, anything. And then you just close it, come back, prioritize, regroup, and start from what is most important. So I could now go and do edit, web import, and import all those tabs at once. I will show the approach I actually take, which is a little more systematic. It preserves the work in a better way, prioritizes it better, and separates different categories of the material. Here's an example of my problem. I went to a group that criticizes the school system. And there are so many fantastic, interesting claims from kids, from teachers, about what's wrong with this whole system. And primarily, the kids hate the school system, and they have so many interesting things to say. So, like this, the fascist way parents don't want kids to know the full truth. Yeah. No, I didn't have time to read it. I want to read it. I will read it later. And something about China and bathroom in China. Matrix. Rise of fascism. Cults. Again about the bathroom, yeah. The real reason everyone is cheating, you know. It looks like Reddit moderations in action. We will not know, but there are still lots of fun comments. Fighting, okay. Disturbing realization showed that the people were in another power tripping teacher. Yeah. Isn't it all important? Already maybe I'll first read it. Transilo paradox. Oh, this guy. Protest in Seattle. Yeah, so let's read it. When will I have time to read it? Will I be able to read it? I don't know. I just need to do it some other time and prioritize. On Facebook, I went to Peter Gray's website. Lots of interesting people to get in touch with. See, this guy, 10 years, been trying to do some change. He feels powerless. And, I didn't give him love yet. And the education industrial complex is too big and too many people have financial interests. Well, true. But doesn't mean we can change that. So Peter's great website. I have lots of interesting new articles from Peter. So these are absolutely necessary to read. I can't import them all to SuperMemo. I just import links because those also need to be prioritized. I want to read it all, but I know life is too short. I want to be able to read it all. Here comes Twitter. Yeah, usually this is the biggest rabbit hole. But there is a lot of interesting material. There's almost no censorship. So it's really quality. Lots of great people on Twitter. So I like it. I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson, obviously the popular scientist communicator. Something on Anthropic. Demis Hassabis. Or Michael Nielsen about his existential risk of superintelligence. I need to read that. We probably differ. I need to understand why. Stephen Wolfram on Magnifying the Human Brain. Ilya. Nassim Nicholas Taleb calling somebody idiot. Probably justly. I need to check it out. Yeah. Paul Raymond Robichaud. Without paper, how did knowledge last? Yeah. I like this guy. Alex Friedman, my favorite podcaster. Some beautiful lady. Ukraine is in my feed always. Ilya. Yeah. Twitter. Too much about try to read this all. And then there is YouTube, obviously. That's one of the biggest problems. Those materials are usually very long, like this podcast is 54 minutes. Obviously, I want to have it all in my head. I want to listen to it all. But if I have 10 minutes, what can I do? The SuperMemo is my only choice. This is Pleasurable Learning Channel, my favorite for obvious reasons. It's about SuperMemo. Here's a trick. I've watched already 3 minutes, and I will need to remember that. Unfortunately, when SuperMemo imports YouTube stuff, it doesn't remember the viewing point. It's because it's advantages, but you can just fast preview if you really want to import. But if you start listening in the browser, which I actually do not recommend, then unfortunately you either use this viewing point or you have to restore it. Generally, I avoid watching YouTube in the browser, mainly because of the adverts. Dyslexia podcast, yeah, very nice. Lex Friedman podcast, that's also, I love this. Some of them just 8 hours, incredible stuff. My favorite guy, Kurzweil, Ilya, Sam, also my favorite, yeah. If you summarize all those, it'll be just a few hours, literally. So if you have 10 minutes, how can you do that? You can only put it for later. Just before I resolve my social media black hole, I will start with YouTube imports. That's a dedicated collection for podcasts and longer videos. So I will not import them to my social media mess because I consider those podcasts extremely important. So I'll start from that. I will do web import. I'll choose YouTube videos, close, and import.
I think compute is going to be the currency of the future. I think it will be maybe the most precious commodity in the world.
Yeah, smart guy. I noticed that on my import list there is also a couple of articles from Wikipedia expanding the knowledge I learned about today. So I switched to my main collection just to import those Wikipedia articles. I'll do it now. Just a few articles about artificial intelligence. So choose Wikipedia articles, close, and import. Here I have some famous classic article on artificial intelligence. Allegedly it contributed to the breakthrough of ChatGPT, etc. So I think it's worth learning about. And now we can move to our main black hole resolution. I'll do Shift F8. I see I have some duplicate here. 51, let's check what it is. I can delete that. Now I'll mark them all as links. Close and import. And import. It goes fast because there's no content import. It closes all important tabs. And it's all done. Here's the list of important articles. They're just important as links. If I want to review them today, I'll just do Control Space, add to outstanding, perhaps randomize and have a look. Okay, I just have 1, link to view. I can do open a new window or just click the reference button. And I can learn about Neil deGrasse Tyson wisdom. It's a commencement speech. Something about lest you ossify in place, forever clutching to how things were on graduation day. Yeah, I love it.